Hello everybody and welcome back to W13 Universe. I'm your host Chich and this is Friday Night SmackDown. Go for it, guys. The Usos making their way to the ring here tonight, kicking off Friday Night SmackDown. We are just 4 weeks away from Survivor Series. And, of course, here tonight we're going to be focusing a little bit on Survivor Series. We've got two championship matches, one with major implications, as we'll be finding out who will be heading into Survivor Series with a championship. That is, of course, the European title match coming up tonight. More about that later on. But also tonight, the Divas Championship is on the line. AJ Lee and Beth Phoenix. And the winner of that match will face Lita in 2 weeks' time here on SmackDown. Well, we're revisiting a bit of a old rivalry here on SmackDown, a small rivalry that took place back when these two teams debuted. The Usos very much have the New Age Outlaws number. The New Age Outlaws have actually, I believe, never won a tag team matchup since debuting here. We'll see if that can be turned around in this matchup. Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, I mean, there's definitely one very big game changer, emphasis on the game part, because Triple H is at ringside, and I think that's going to really help boost their confidence, if not slip them a win somehow. Oh, nice kick there by Jimmy Uso, I believe that is. Coming up tonight as well, I forgot to mention, we've also got two Survivor Series qualifying matches. We've been told that two superstars the Edge feels deserve an opportunity will be going one-on-one with each other. That is immediately taking place after this match. And then in the main event, two heated rivals will go one-on-one with each other. Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, in the midst of their rivalry, will go toe-to-toe to qualify for Team SmackDown, where they will join the team captain Edge. We've been told that there is a very special reward at stake for the winning trio, whether that be Team Raw, ECW, or SmackDown. Jimmy really laying into Road Dogg. This is not going the way I think the New Age Outlaws expected, but I don't know what they were expecting. Since making their debut, they have definitely not gotten off to a very strong start. Good reversal there by Road Dogg as he backs up. I'm not sure that a submission move is the way to go this early on. Sure, you can slow down your opponent for a moment, but you know you're losing control the moment they get out of that submission hold. You're surrendering a lot there. Jimmy! Hello! It's me, Michael! No, there's something about the way he said Jimmy that sounded like he was trying to get his attention. Jimmy Uso and Road Dogg have really started things off a little hot here on SmackDown. I do want to apologize. I'm sure it's already been questioned, acknowledged, whatever by this point. I might have even put a little thing at the start. I'm not doing the intros at the moment for this series. I don't know if I'll bring them back necessarily. They're a lot of extra work. I do like them. I think they really give the episodes a better feel. But no one really seems to say a whole lot about them. So, like, you know, like the prediction... I mean, the predictions thing got a lot of reactions, actually, the one time I did that. But they take a lot of time to edit. And at the moment, I just kind of want to get the episodes out quicker. So, at least until I've caught up with what I'm recording, I don't know how much those will be around. you might be a little short of those intros for a while. Like, I've already made the internal plan to scrap the ones I've already recorded and have the episodes just start a little bit abruptly. But it is purely because I just kind of want to get more episodes out quicker at the moment. They really put a strain on the editing time. And then obviously the more editing I have to do, the less motivated I am because I don't have a lot of time in my day. So it just doesn't really work that well at the moment for me. Maybe in the future I'll bring them back, but for the time being at least, I'm probably not going to. I might use the pyro intro still, just because that literally is just like a drag and drop job. But the match card part I don't think I'm going to be doing for a little while. I do want to bring it back because, as I say, I think it really adds something. It makes it feel so much more authentic to give you like a rundown of what's coming up over the episode. But I just, as it currently stands, they eat up a lot of time, and I want to get these out quicker because Unforgiven, at the time I'm recording this, I've had it recorded for like a week, and some of the episodes that came before Unforgiven I've had recorded for a couple weeks to a month. I think I've still got some episodes from January that I haven't even edited yet. And I just really want to catch up because I want to try and make it so that I have very little to edit and render at any given time. My goal is ultimately to be so caught up with how edited and rendered these are that the moment I finish recording one, I can just edit it immediately, because that will eliminate that problem. Nice! Double super kick there by Jimmy and Jay. The only downside there is that brings Jimmy back into the ring, and I think he's got to be exhausted at this point. I thought you said Billiam. I was like, Billiam. Oh, Billy Gunn. Camel clutch. He's breaking his back. He's making him humble. But Jimmy Uso. Great reversal there. And a super kick. That is literally just Shawn Michaels' one. Referee distracted by Triple H, and that created an opening. But nice move there. And, ooh, nice crossbody. The Usos are rolling. I mean, these guys literally just, back at Hell in a Cell, they won a 2-on-3 handicap match against Too Cool and their own dad. I'd definitely say that momentum is riding high for the Usos right now. Undoubtedly, future contenders for the tag team titles. Billy Gunn and Jimmy Uso, I feel like they've worked most of this match. Fist drop there by Billy Gunn. Who is this guy who keeps talking about soup? Someone get him out of here. Whoa! Whoa! That was sudden. Real great episode of SmackDown coming your way tonight, I'm sure of it. Especially that main event. Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, one-on-one once again. A real treat every time we've seen these two in the ring against each other. Well, as Billy Gunn gets the tag out to Road Dogg, it's Jimmy tagging out to Jay. So we got ourselves a very clean slate at the 13-minute mark of this match. Well, 7-minute mark of this match. 13 minutes remaining. Two very fresh participants in this tag team match. Triple H not looking too impressed with the New Age Outlaws right now. I think they're kind of standing him up a little bit. Why did they... What are the Usos in this game? Did they like really half-ass them this much? Why did he just R-Truth dance? Jay going up, and here comes a big cross-body cover on Road Dogg. Road Dogg able to kick out. And Jay caught Jimmy there. Good move by Road Dogg. Jay checking on his partner. Road Dogg with a smooth reversal. Perhaps the New Age Outlaws have found their opening here. That was a great move by Road Dogg there to lure Jay to dive on Jimmy. Respect it. In comes Billy Gunn. New Age Outlaws with a classic drop toe hold, elbow drop combo. One of tag team wrestling's most favorite combination moves. Infamous more, but you know. Jay seems to be in an awful lot of trouble. I recently, on a really old episode of Universe, season 1 old, got told how to kick out of pins by someone. I don't think they realized that sometimes I play the matches just to make them good, not to win. Pump handles there by Road Dogg. Cover on Jay, and there it is. The New Age Outlaws picking up their first tag team victory over the Usos, and it was all due to that one slippery move by Road Dogg. You could see the turning point. Triple H, elated. I think elated is the word I wanted there. Well, the New Age Outlaws finally picking up a victory as they look to a brighter future here on SmackDown, perhaps. Tough break for the Usos, who just recently picked up a lot of momentum. But hey, it's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. New Age Outlaws are victorious as we move towards our next match of the night. Two worthy competitors will face off one-on-one. The winner will join Team SmackDown with the Captain Edge. Okay, an interesting first participant here in this one-on-one matchup to join Team SmackDown. Well, this guy has been very, very down on his luck just lately. Perhaps Edge has decided to bury the hatchet. You know, Edge is a former World Heavyweight Champion. Jack Swagger from World Heavyweight Champion. Those two feuded over that title. They had a decent run as a tag team on Raw last year. Perhaps Edge deciding to put the past in the past and reunite with Jack Swagger if he can win this match. The question is, who's the other guy that Edge handpicked? What? Wait a minute, what? The rumors are true! For those that don't know about the rumors that recently broke, upon JBL winning the ownership of ECW from Cactus Jack this Tuesday, apparently it was said that the original #1 contender for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship, Dolph Ziggler, had been let go from ECW, and that both Raw and SmackDown were showing some serious interest in this new free agent. My good, 3 days he spent. Well, 2 technically, only Wednesday and Thursday. This guy was unemployed from ECW, and just like that, Dolph Ziggler is a part of Friday nights. This is a big move. John Laurinaitis not slacking on picking up the incredibly talented Dolph Ziggler, and look at that start right there. Dolph Ziggler back on the brand where his career began, and hopefully going to have a much better run at his career here on SmackDown this time. I believe this is official confirmation. I mean, this is a Team SmackDown qualifier. Dolph Ziggler is here to stay on Friday nights. Dolph Ziggler wasting very little time on this former World Heavyweight Champion. Look at that! Famouser. And now Dolph Ziggler with the zigzag, immediately riding a lot of momentum. Goes for the cover. Very quick kick out by Jack Swagger. You got to give credit where due. Swagger is not off to a hot start here. He's dealing with a real ball of fire, I guess you could say. Dolph Ziggler just bursting with momentum. As I say, this guy was the rightful contender to JBL's ECW World Heavyweight title. It seems like he wants to start ECW off on a clean slate, is what the news that broke was. And one of the people he decided to release immediately was Dolph Ziggler, who he saw zero potential in. Well, Dolph Ziggler, no stranger to Friday nights. Elbow drop there, not able to get the job done. And Jack Swagger, there you go. I don't know what just happened there. Jack Swagger into the sleeper hold by Dolph Ziggler, but he just about reaches the ropes. Ziggler riding so much momentum here. Swagger has barely gotten a move in. Dolph has tried to put this one to rest real quick on a couple of occasions. But unfortunately for him, Jack Swagger got a lot of fight in him still. Dolph Ziggler showing off as only he can. And once again, second time there's the zigzag. Here's the cover on Jack Swagger, who has taken a beating. And Dolph Ziggler joins Edge on Team SmackDown. A great choice by the captain of Team SmackDown. Dolph and Edge. What a great team we got so far, and still one more participant to be determined in our main event when Randy Orton faces Drew McIntyre. Definitely very interested to see how that main event plays out. What a showing by Dolph Ziggler. Great victory, well deserved as we move on here tonight. Our next match, the European title is on the line. It is Sheamus up against the SmackDown team captain, Edge, following an attack on Edge just last week.
The following contest is for the European Championship. Making his way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, weighing 272 pounds, he is the European champion, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
There's been a lot of internal questioning among SmackDown executives as to what John Laurinaitis plans to do if Sheamus loses the European Championship to Edge here tonight. We've been told that apparently if Edge loses this, then if Sheamus loses this, then Edge will have to pull double duty at Survivor Series. He'll be representing SmackDown as both the team captain in the Team Raw SmackDown ECW matches, but also he will have to face off against the tertiary champions, which is the Hardcore Champion Ryback, and the Cruiserweight Champion, which is currently Chris Jericho, but could be Heath Slater by this time next week. And I can't tell you how much I hope it is. Edge has got a huge opportunity here tonight. And believe it or not, he's actually got Sheamus to thank for this, as it was Sheamus attacking Edge post-match last week that provoked this. Sheamus said that he should be the Team SmackDown captain, that it is an outrage that he isn't respected more here on SmackDown. We'll see if Sheamus can prove to be better than Edge as he puts his European Championship on the line against him. What better way to say put up or shut up for the Celtic Warrior? always go to call him the Celtic Guardian. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go indeed. Sorry, I can't. The controller's not working. Here we go. Ooh. Here we go. Edge straight in with a clothesline there. Drops Sheamus flat down, and Edge wasted no time. Clearly not taken too kindly to the cheap shot from Sheamus. Can't really say I blame him. Hot start here for Edge. These two former world champions facing off for the European title. I've said many times before, in 4 weeks' time, following Survivor Series, there will be the debut of Saturday Night's Superstars, which I'm really looking forward to. Sorry, I should say the re-debut. We've had a Superstars brand, well, not Superstars brand, Superstars show before. But it will be making its official comeback, and it will be the place to see the European Championship of SmackDown. Of course, the title will still be occasionally featured on Friday nights, but it will be more of a place to highlight that division. Right now, I feel like Sheamus, he's almost a proving ground, you know? The guy is a former World Heavyweight Champion. He's the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion in history. He also one half the longest reigning World Tag Team Champions in history with Drew McIntyre. Sheamus has had a great career, no doubt about it, and I think, truthfully, he's proud to hold the European Championship. Sure, okay, it's a step down in terms of its, and I'm going to use air quotes when I say this, prestige. But I do believe that Sheamus is very well aware that he, by holding that title, is elevating that title. I don't know that necessarily that Sheamus is one of those give the little guys a chance kind of guy. But whether he cares about that kind of thing or not, the day that someone defeats Sheamus for the European title, it's going to do wonders for their career. You know, even Edge. Okay, he is a former World Heavyweight Champion, but he only held it for a few minutes. And he never won it again. Truthfully, Edge has never won another singles title. Right now, Sheamus is really laying into Edge. Of course, this rivalry also dates back to the Celtic Cross up against Edge and Christian for the WWE Tag Team titles. Sheamus continues to work the leg of Edge. Looking forward to our next match, the Divas title on the line. It is put up or shut up time for the Divas champion AJ Lee, who defeated Lita to become champion, but has not defeated the former champion Beth Phoenix as of yet. Gotta say, Edge is not off to a hot start here, especially after his new teammate Dolph Ziggler had such an impressive performance. I feel like the pressure is on for the Rated R Superstar here as he measures Sheamus. And now Edge coming in with a hot combo. Sending Sheamus into the ropes. Okay, that didn't quite work out. And if at first you don't succeed, you try again. There you go. Edge-o-matic. Is that going to be enough to win the European title? Not quite. Edge dazed, slow. That attack from Sheamus last week may have done more than he let on. Celtic Warrior really laying in. Edge may need to wake up or he can kiss that title goodbye. Edge backing up. Could this be? No.
What is it about Sheamus that just makes him so strong? Who knows? I know it works though, whatever it is.
That didn't work, did it? And a neck breaker there. Edge almost feels lost these days without Christian by his side. The former WWE Tag Team Champion has honestly been you know, given an honor here by being the leader. As you see the execution on Sheamus, but that is not enough for the Rated R Superstar. He is still going in hard. That's what she said. Sorry. With that big boot connecting, here's the cover by Edge, but still not enough. I feel like we are one big move away from this one coming to an end. And speak of the devil, here it comes. Sheamus gonna deliver the high cross. Got all of that. Driving Edge down. Here's the cover, and Sheamus retains the European Championship. Hard-fought battle between these two, but undeniably Sheamus the rightful winner. A lot of people waiting on the day that CM Punk gets his rematch for the European Championship. They had such a great match back at Hell in a Cell. It'd be wonderful to see Sheamus and CM Punk share the ring again in the future for that title. But as it currently stands, CM Punk has taken a small break from competing here on SmackDown as he has sustained a lot of bodily damage during his weekly title defenses. He just wanted to really prove that he could be the very best. And now we move on to another championship match. The Divas title is on the line. Can AJ Lee overcome the imposter syndrome and defeat the former champion? Or will Beth Phoenix secure her third Divas championship? Well, I hope AJ knows what she's getting herself into tonight. It was a privilege to win the Divas Championship, a very heartfelt and emotional celebration following winning the title, but here tonight, well, the pressure is on now. Excuse me. And there is the two-time Divas Champion, two-time Women's Champion, one of the most celebrated and successful women in the business today. She really doesn't have a whole lot left to prove. That is her own personal opinion. She has very little left to achieve, left to prove in this business, but she wants to represent SmackDown once again at Survivor Series. I believe actually before it was Raw she represented. I could be mistaken there. I think last year it was Raw. Either way, I think she did walk in with the Divas title though. High stakes feeling here. I think the real pressure, the real thing that's going to set in is just how much this means to AJ Lee. Can she really overcome Beth Phoenix? Or was it just the fact that she managed to avoid Beth Phoenix that helped her win that title?
Here we go.
I don't want to sound like I'm smack-talking AJ Lee by any means. She's a very talented member of Friday Nights. It's just you ask me what I personally think. I think AJ Lee didn't necessarily prove anything at Hell in a Cell. Like, okay, she overcame Lita. And, you know, by proxy, she overcame Beth Phoenix because Beth Phoenix was eliminated by Lita. But sometimes you just need to see that little bit more from someone. Right now, that little bit more that I need to see is AJ Lee defeating Beth Phoenix to prove that she deserves to be carrying that championship. You know, Survivor Series just continues to draw nearer and nearer with each passing week, and I'm pretty sure John Laurinaitis would say it himself. He wants to make sure that the very best of the very best are representing SmackDown, and that will include, of course, the Divas Champion as well. Side suplex there by Beth Phoenix to AJ Lee. Should be a really interesting matchup. I've decided to kind of let fate play this one out, as truthfully AJ Lee was not my first thought to win the Divas title, but I'm okay with her keeping it. I knew what I was signing up for when I didn't play the 4-way to begin with. I was open to any one of them winning it, it's just she wasn't my first choice. If you want to know my ranked opinions, it would have been probably Beth Phoenix retaining, because it felt a little short-lived. Then Lita felt like the natural next move. Then AJ over Eve, truthfully. But sometimes I leave them to play out for themselves because I'm okay with whatever the outcome is, and this is one of those situations. Of course, you get moments like what you just saw there with Beth Phoenix, but that's not the point. The point is, whatever happens here, happens here.
AJ reverses it. AJ controlling the waist. Big time strength there.
Still to come, tonight in our main event, we will find out that third and final participant. Will it be Edge, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre, or Edge, Dolph Ziggler, and Randy Orton? One of those two men will be joining the team of Edge and Dolph Ziggler to represent SmackDown at Survivor Series. Dolph Ziggler, who has made his official return to SmackDown just tonight, is already a certified member of Team SmackDown, and I'm sure when he crosses paths with Team ECW at Survivor Series, oh, he's going to take some great pleasure in trying to stick it to whoever JBL sticks up against him.
I bet they could hear that one up in the rafters. Wow, talk about athletic. Beth Phoenix goes behind.
So far, this has felt surprisingly evenly matched. I can't say I'm surprised to see who's in control right now.
This could be trouble.
As I say, I don't want to sound like I'm talking down to AJ Lee, but it definitely felt like an underdog victory. I think she's talented. I think in the future, it's bright for her. But I think also that she's probably having second thoughts right now about whether or not holding that title is worth this.
And that series ends in deadlock. Neither one of these superstars can
Vengeance comes your way this Sunday, Monday Night Raw. We've been told it'll be kicking off with yet another major announcement from Mr. McMahon, who always seems to have something.
the knee.
I dread to even think what it is at this point.
Oh, that was a serious shot there. Camel clutch locked in, wrenching on the neck and lower back. Wait a minute. If she escapes the hold. Reversal.
AJ Lee manages to find an opening there, but I think she kind of squandered that, truth be told.
Ouch, what a landing. Got out of the way of that one. Beth's in trouble. What a hurricane rana. A great reversal.
Well, I think that AJ has definitely lasted longer than I was anticipating when this one began. As I said before, I don't want to count AJ Lee out, but I feel like Beth Phoenix has proven time and time again just how great she is. I mean, we will no longer see Karma ever again here in the WWE, and it is all because of that woman, Beth Phoenix. That is how much that Divas title means to her. She retired her biggest rival ever.
Oh, big elbow. Collar and elbow tie up. Nice dodge there. Oh my gosh. Sit right into that steel post.
AJ Lee laid out on the corner there. Beth Phoenix deciding to abide by the countout. I mean, I guess realistically, you know, no champion's advantage here. She's going to want to make sure that they take it back in the ring as soon as that 5 count hits. You don't want to take it past the halfway point. You don't know what could go wrong. AJ Lee might be looking at a count-out victory. That's one of the safest ways for her to get out of this situation.
A thunderous Irish whip into the barrier. Dodges to the side of that one.
Beth Phoenix goes flying over the steel steps. Interesting to know that in 2 weeks' time, regardless of who wins this match, Lita will be getting another shot at the Divas title. A one-on-one opportunity. It will either be to help bring the score back up in Beth Phoenix's favor, potentially. As right now, those two women are 2-1, with Lita having the 2. Whilst AJ Lee is, admittedly, she's got that win over Lita. And that is the reason that AJ Lee is Divas Champion, as she managed to eliminate Lita to become Divas Champion.
A picture-perfect backbreaker right there. Avoids the impact there. Watch out here. AJ is bruised and battered here. Oh, wait, nice reversal. Oh, no, that could be it for AJ. Look out, AJ. And then she's left the ring.
Well, getting really invested in AJ. Not really surprised, but you know.
An elbow. Here comes AJ.
AJ Lee with a big heel kick. Not the place and time to do that.
She's trapped.
Takes it back into the ring, though. AJ wanting to be a fighting champion, perhaps. Could it be too little too late? That is to be discovered. If discovered is the word I'm looking for. Determined. That's probably the word I meant. Starts with a D.
That head's like a battering ram. Beth setting her up. And another shot to the post. Ouch! Whipped right into that wall.
Sorry.
And that's a stiff kick.
I don't know why I'm sorry. You should all be used to me burping by now. This has been a lengthy one-on-one match for the Divas Championship. Truthfully, I have not gotten a feel for who I think is coming out. I still think Beth Phoenix may have this one in the bag. I mean, AJ Lee is showing some serious signs of hurt. But that being said, there's the Shining Wizard, the finishing move of the Divas Champion, AJ Lee, as she takes Beth Phoenix away. This is wasting a lot of pin time, a lot of precious time there. And that is the thing. AJ Lee severely underestimating the biggest threat she'll have ever set foot in the ring with. That was a very bad move on AJ Lee's part to waste that time dragging Beth Phoenix around like that. If she'd gone straight for the pin and just hooked the leg away from the ropes, that would have been safer, securer. She probably could have won the match right there and then off of that Shining Wizard. Don't do this, Beth. This doesn't win you the match. Beth, this doesn't win you the match.
Beth Phoenix into the tie-up.
These two wasting some time outside the ring. This isn't where the match is going to help Beth Phoenix, but it's where she seems to want to take it. Is she more bent on hurting AJ Lee in this match? Phoenix throwing AJ over the ropes and out of the ring again. She's clearly wanting to put that extra bit of a hurting using the concrete to her advantage. Phoenix clearly heated about losing the Divas Championship. What is she doing? Back into the ring. She doesn't seem to know what she wants to do. Phoenix showing off that incredible strength. They don't call her the Glamazon for nothing. AJ Lee may want to snap out of this state she's in and fight back with all she's got. Cover attempt here by Phoenix, and this one is over. A tough break for AJ Lee, but Beth Phoenix has captured her third Divas Championship. I gotta say, it was a respectable effort, and some respect is shown by Beth. Whoa! Well, that's only natural. I mean, you know, that was less than a 2-week reign there. AJ Lee got every reason to be upset. But unfortunately, that is the way that it has landed for AJ Lee. She did maybe go in a little bit far in the deep end here. Nonetheless, I think she can bounce back. This was an impressive performance. Maybe I underestimated AJ Lee. In given time, I think she could beat Beth Phoenix. You never know. But right now, Beth Phoenix is the 3-time Divas champion. Well, Drew McIntyre has pursued the World Heavyweight title. Right now, that is not within his grasp. Survivor Series, of course, round the corner, but there is one man who will be getting a shot at the World Heavyweight Champion, Brock Lesnar, before Survivor Series, and that is The Undertaker. We do not know when that match will be taking place, but we do know The Undertaker is the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight title right now. That as it currently stands, Drew McIntyre, he's got to take a back seat, and there is a man who has very much been crossing his paths. Apparently, this has become almost a contest of like competitive respect, I guess, for lack of a better term. Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton, they've really butted heads. 2 fan favorites, no doubt about it. But well, they can't help but clash whenever the ring involves the both of them. Very curious to see how this one goes down. Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre. 1-on-1. The winner of this match will join the ranks of Edge and Dolph Ziggler on Team SmackDown, as we'll have all of Team SmackDown ready 1 month before Survivor Series, giving them plenty of time to perfect their craft as a combination. No matter whether it be Randy Orton or Drew McIntyre, there is no team history amongst the ranks of Dolph Ziggler, Edge, and either of these two. None of them have ever really worked as a group. All I can say here is Edge has a lot of success as a former tag team competitor. I mean, let's say former. He still is a tag team competitor, former tag team champion. Well, I mean, I don't know what he's doing down here. This guy is currently dealing with some serious injuries and should not be anywhere near the ring right now. Strongly advised to stay away from active competition. But I guess that's not going to stop him. Kane is here at ringside for this main event. We know he's had his butt-ins with both Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. No stranger to either of these two men. I'll tell you, SmackDown has got a real talent pool, and the addition of Dolph Ziggler really spices things up that little bit more. I'm so very looking forward to seeing how SmackDown performs at Survivor Series. And how exactly ECW plans to bounce back from a loss as big as Dolph Ziggler. I know JBL may not want to hear it, but it's a very important part. Dolph Ziggler is a very talented and popular individual. You've given up a lot by giving him up. All for the sake of what? Him being a threat to the title? As I was saying before, both Edge and Dolph Ziggler are both no strangers to tag team competition. Dolph, a former partner of Daniel Bryan in Team DZ, whilst Edge, obviously a former WWE Tag Team Champion. Drew McIntyre definitely takes the cake as a more successful former tag team competitor. He is still technically one half of the tag team, the Celtic Cross. We've been told that they are kind of officially together. It's really hard to explain. There is still something there between Sheamus and McIntyre, but they seem to be very arm's length with each other. When the time calls for it, they are happy to pair up. I believe that is the mutual understanding that they have.
The elbow connects. The Viper goes behind. Just popping the jaw. Right hand by Randy. Orton controlling.
Good old right hand Randy.
Oh, what a painful kick. Oh, did you see the head snap back? The Viper from behind. Just a fantastic suplex. Orton controlling the waist. Oh no! Oh! There's press, and now a flurry of punches. What a fierce kick. The Viper goes behind. A stiff shot with the elbow. Ow! Look at these two jockey for position.
I'm going to say so far we're looking at a pretty even bout. Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre. These two have always, as I say, they feel very paralleled. Admittedly, Randy Orton is quite the success as a former World Heavyweight Champion, which is something that has definitely always evaded Drew McIntyre. I feel bad even saying that. The guy absolutely reeks of World Heavyweight Champion, but it just hasn't happened yet. And Kane, sitting idly by and watching as these two tear each other apart. Randy Orton off the top through the table. That is completely uncalled for, Randy. That was not a needed part in this matchup. Randy just victimizing Drew McIntyre. I suppose the stakes were definitely raised when it was mentioned that there was something extra at stake, that the winner of the Survivor Series matchup would not just be bringing, you know, brand pride with their victory. They'd also be getting a special reward. No disclosure on what exactly that is, but there is something special on the line for the winner of the Survivor Series matches.
I don't think so. Squeezing down on the head.
It's been said that for the sake of the Survivor Series competition, they don't want to go into in-depth as to what will happen for the winning team. But I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I know last year the collective winning team members all got title shots. Maybe something similar again this year. Great move there by Drew McIntyre, who seems to have found himself back into this match, I say, as he loses control. There's a big neck breaker and a thrust to the throat by Randy Orton. Randy Orton is his own level of violent. You really can't predict what this guy is going to do, but you know you're going to want to keep your eyes peeled on it. As I said before, I know Kane is at ringside as it currently stands, but for those that maybe aren't aware, Kane is currently suffering from a serious injury. The man had his arm broken by Brock Lesnar. We've been told that he is to keep away from active in-ring competition. Even if he lays a hand on someone here tonight, he has to stay away. He cannot be cleared to compete before Survivor Series. Maybe even after Survivor Series. This is really serious. He has had that arm broken not once, but twice by Brock Lesnar. He has got to take his own health more seriously. Of course, when you're dealing with someone called the Big Red Machine, nice move there by Randy, because you're dealing with someone called the Big Red Machine, you can't really expect them to care too much about their own well-being. Back and forward between these two continues. As Drew McIntyre finds himself back in control from that great, it's like a back suplex into a neck breaker of some kind by Randy Orton. Real big move.
Wow, talk about timing. Oh, what a painful kick. A textbook suplex. Drew McIntyre controlling the waist. There's the suplex. Bam! Hey, Orton.
Randy Orton with that vicious RKO as he goes in for the cover here. Is this going to be enough? No. I just had this feeling that it wasn't going to be. Drew McIntyre is determined. He wants to come out with that big win. He wants to be a major player here on SmackDown. It's very much do or die for someone like Drew. He has yet to have won a world title. He's yet to have found a particularly high amount of singles success. And that's not to talk bad about Drew McIntyre and his talents. It's just, I definitely think that his partner Sheamus has had a little bit of a better run in that regard.
Oh man, that could be a knockout. And he dodges that one. Wild strike doesn't find a home. Will it be? Early kick out. Referee right on top of the action. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other. What a nasty elbow.
These two, I can't believe at this point in the match, still able to compete at such a speed.
Has the headlock. And there's another vicious uppercut. And did you hear the impact on that kick? Wow, what a sequence. And a
Clothesline there by Randy Orton as he continues to control Drew McIntyre. I've got to say, Randy Orton seems to be the more favored in this matchup. Odds-on favorite, as they say.
oh, jeez. Knee to the gut. That'll take the fight out of you. Hooks the leg. A sharp kick. The Viper has the arm. Dodges to the side of that one.
So back and forth, the fans are on their feet. Big suplex there by Drew.
Locked in. And you can see the pain being caused by that triangle hold.
Got him in that submission hold now. Is Randy going to tap out? No. Rolling through and escaping. Randy goes for the cover. Didn't think he was going to win off of something that small.
Drew McIntyre. Collar and elbow tie-up. Oh my, an explosive suplex. Clothesline. Boy, did he get dropped or what? Nicely avoided there. Nice dodge there. Drew from behind.
Randy Orton with another backbreaker. It feels as though Randy Orton is definitely more of the favor here. Fans perhaps not as keen on Drew McIntyre by the sounds of things.
Folded up like an accordion. That hand had a lot of force behind it.
Crowd reaction almost kind of soured as Drew McIntyre got control there.
Orton controlling the head. There's the uppercut.
Big uppercut drops down Drew McIntyre, though. Randy Orton really not going down without one hell of a fight. That's for sure. I said before, heated rivals really going at it in this one. That big flatliner there takes down Randy Orton. Has Drew McIntyre just punched his ticket to Survivor Series? No. And now Drew immediately dropping in to a future shock DDT. This would ordinarily be the finishing point in any Drew McIntyre matchup. But can it beat Randy? No, it cannot. At least not that first one.
If you missed any of the matches from this week, go to WWE.com to catch up on all the action.
Yeah, you go do that, guys. You go to WWE.com. You'll catch up on all the action. It'll be very unrelated to what you're watching right now, but make sure to do that. I want a screenshot sent to me of you going to WWE.com to show me that you went to catch up on all the action. You probably won't recognize a single name because they won't be anyone from here, but you better do it. There's that neck backbreaker there by Randy Orton. There's another cover attempt. Drew just a bloody pulp at this point. He just keeps going. There's so much heart in Drew McIntyre. I don't feel like it's going to be enough to carry him through the match at this point, but you've got to admire it. A second RKO by Randy Orton. That has got to be it. That needs to be the end of this match. Drew is in horrible condition at this point. Come on, Drew. Let this one go. And there it is. Randy Orton is set to go to Survivor Series to team with Edge and Dolph Ziggler. And I feel like this is a fantastic team. And here we see Randy checking on Drew McIntyre. And oh! It looks like we still got some sour... still got some sour grapes here from Drew McIntyre. Did not take this loss well, as this rivalry continues to bloom between these two. We have certainly not seen these two face off for the last time. I can guarantee you that. Drew McIntyre got the last laugh, but it is Randy Orton who goes to Survivor Series. And as I was going to say before, this is almost a perfect team, because you got Edge, who is a former member of Raw, yes, but he's really found himself here on SmackDown. You got Dolph Ziggler, who ECW just let go, despite how major of a name he is. And you've got now Randy Orton, who is literally was dropped from Raw for McMahon's safety after being screwed out of the WWE Championship. And I look at the situation, and I think if Team SmackDown wins, they'll be sticking it to both of the general man. Well, not the. Yeah, I guess both the general managers of the brands real well. So here's rooting for Team SmackDown. Thank you all for watching this episode of SmackDown. I'll see you guys in 2 days' time this Sunday for Vengeance.